Und willkommen bei der nächsten Folge, Jenny LeClue. Ja, beim letzten Mal haben wir uns hier zum Haus geschlichen und haben eine seltsame Maschine im Wald gefunden. Was es damit auf sich hat, wir werden es wohl irgendwann erfahren. Na dann.
Someone definitely forced this open.
Would Jenny enter the dark basement?
Aber natürlich. Auf.
It was an odd feeling, breaking into her own house. But as she squeezed through the basement window, Jenny felt a rush of excitement. I could get used to this, she thought.
Was? Ich meine, sie meinte den Adrenalinkick hoffentlich, nicht das Eingeklemmtsein. Das haben wir im BDSM-Fan. Oh ja, eingeklemmt.
Jenny was in, undetected.
Home sweet home.
Okay. Oh.
What the heck? Who left this here?
Jenny's father had never carried a briefcase, and her mother couldn't afford one.
Let's see who this belongs to.
Okay. Ich meine, ist das so ein komplizierter Code wie der im... Oh. Warum sind da Fingerabdrücke drauf? Was?
Who carries around a fancy briefcase with a children's book inside? The Hawk and the Weasel. Hang on a second.
Jenny recognized the book. She'd seen a copy of it next to the dean's lifeless body.
Ja, wer ritt damit durch die Gegend?
In the library. There must be something significant about it. It's written in a foreign language. Weird.
Das ist Englisch.
Strange indeed, but surely it had a purpose that would become clear later on.
Let's take a closer look.
Dann lesen wir durch. The Rabbits and the Bear. There once lived a family of rabbits. Their home was a 3-story tall carrot cake near a river. Walking past, the bear smiled at the delicious frosting and began eating the cake. What is this madness? She will purge us of house and home, cried the smallest rabbit. Soon the house had lost nearly all its icing. Eventually, the only thing left was the furniture. Satiated, the bear... Satiated? The bear left and the terror passed. The rabbits had survived. They were now free to run about and gather materials to build a new house. Hopefully a bit less tasty this time. Ha.
This feels familiar. Like I've seen it before. Wait, no! I've heard it before! On the radio in the underground lab!
Could there be a connection between the cryptic radio message and this book?
Let's find out. If I just follow the animals and numbers, I'm sure I can figure this out.
Hase 49. Was heißt Bär 78? Ich habe nicht verstanden. Das... ...71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78? Ah. 36 ist dann... Du? 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Du. Aber warum Wahl? Hä? 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 Was? Ich würde gerne das Rätsel lösen, ohne zu raten. Hier wäre 55. Das wäre jetzt Hase 55, richtig? Genau. Aber was ist wahr 36? Ist das nicht das 36. Wort? Weil das wäre Madness. Offensichtlich ja nicht. I'm confused. Falke? Ich habe keine Ahnung. Oh. Okay. Gut, jetzt hier die 36. Da. Nee. Nee, bei Falke ist es die 30, sorry. 36, 35, 34. So. Okay, Wolf haben wir noch, die 51. So. Okay. Bei Wahl haben wir die 36, 66, 41 hier irgendwo. Da. Okay. Und der Wiesel haben wir auch hier 23. Da.
Soon they will all listen. Relive their rancid past.
The message read like a threat.
But from who? Could it be a message from the Dean's killer? Let me get this straight. Someone's broadcasting a sinister message in code, which is being picked up on a radio in an abandoned laboratory hidden in the forest. And the secret to decode this message is written in a children's book, which was locked inside a stranger's briefcase in my basement.
All of this was true.
That doesn't make it any less crazy sounding.
But not all mysteries could be solved in an instant. Sometimes questions had to percolate, like a good cup of coffee. Only then would the answers become clear.
I guess I'll let it brew for a bit. But right now, I need to get to my room and find my detective gear.
Aber wir haben doch schon mal jemanden mit einer Brieftasche, also mit einer Brieftasche und einem Regenschirm gesehen. Ganz am Anfang. Die seltsame, mysteriöse Gestalt, die unbekannt durch den Wald gestapft ist. Könnte diese Person...
Oh crap!
Hey! What are you doing?
Nothing. Just looking for more beer.
Make yourselves at home, why don't you?
Forget about it. There's more in the back of the fridge.
They better not eat my cookies.
Jackpot! They got cookies too.
Hey, have we searched down here yet?
You lose one game of cards and suddenly you want to search the house. Can't handle the pressure, eh?
Oh, those, sir, are fighting words. You want to put your money where your mouth is?
Arthurton's finest, everyone.
There was no way Jenny could reach her bedroom without being caught by the police.
Which means I can't get my detective gear. Great.
But this was a basement, a veritable treasure trove of old possessions. Surely something around here would prove useful.
Maybe. But I can't see a thing. Let's shed some light on the situation. Of course the fuse is missing for the lights.
Was haben wir denn da? Offensichtlich nichts, an das ich rankomme.
Jenny wasn't prone to sentimentality, but seeing her father's desk, the disorganized muddle of books, photos, and the faint smell of ammonia. More reminders that her dad was here not so long ago.
Miss you, Dad. This was years ago. I looked like a kid.
Tust du immer noch.
One of the rare times that Dad wasn't making a goofy face. He used to say, serious people make serious mistakes. I might, need this later.
Warum nicht mitnehmen?
Quantum tunneling and adaptive spectral optics. Sounds like a real page turner. Dad was such a nerd.
Du auch. Warum ist es auf Englisch? Results of restorative transductive coupling experiment phase 7. Possible changes of our initial phase cycling and post-dynamic quantum tunneling has transpired. Observed changes in higher dimensional planes has led to regression in phase modulation of radio frequency spectra. Bandpass filtering has produced no differentiated results, and advanced holography has not shown any positive change either. Further studies required to identify narrow beam secure spectrums from which to transmit future communications. Kann Ihr Vater eventuell involviert gewesen sein mit diesen seltsamen Maschinen?
Mending the molecular bonds of marriage. Mom and Dad both worked an awful lot.
Jenny rarely saw the two of them together.
Okay.
This one test tube looks recently used. The others are all covered in dust.
A small puddle of liquid had pooled on the desk.
Looks fresh. Still sticky. A field guide to fascinating flora, written by Weiss, Felding, and Strasberry. Did the Dean write this book?
So, entweder er oder jemand von seinen Vorfahren, nicht wahr? Oh, was haben wir denn hier?
This is from the day of Dad's accident. Mom must have kept it.
Was? Laborexplosion erschüttert Stadt. Infolge eines Experiments im Chemielabor kam es zu einer Tragödie an der Humboldt-Universität. Ein Unfall führte zu einer Explosion, die einen Wissenschaftler tötete und mehrere andere verletzte. Angesichts der potenziell tödlichen Chemikalien wurde der Bereich auf der Stelle abgesperrt. Die Ermittlungen dauern zwar noch an, doch der getötete Wissenschaftler wurde bereits als Henry LeClue identifiziert. Er wird betrauert von seiner Frau Julie und seiner Tochter Jenny. Dekan Strasberry, Leiter der Schule und Vertrauter der LeClues, hielt am Nachmittag eine Rede auf dem Campus. Was für ein tragischer und unvorhersehbarer Unfall. Henry arbeitete mit gefährlichen Chemikalien und beginnt wohl einen schweren Fehler. Er stand unter Stress. Menschen machen Fehler. Wir haben heute einen großartigen Freund und Nachbarn verloren.
The dean called the lab explosion an accident, but everyone in town seemed to blame Dad.
Vielleicht war das kein Unfall und Jennys Mutter hat was herausgefunden über die Sache.
Acrid Inspections Report. I've never seen this before.
Beschwerde. Am 14. Mai wurde in der Universität von anonymer Seite eine Beschwerde eingereicht, betreffs mangelnder Laborbelüftung. Unsere Geräte sind alt und schlicht gefährlich. Es ist nur eine Frage der Zeit, bis jemand zu Schaden kommt. Bearbeitung und Inspektion der Einrichtungen enthüllen eine gefährliche Arbeitsumgebung. Trotz mehrerer Gutachten und Folgeinspektionen hat es in der Schule konsistent nicht vermocht, Sicherheitsstandards gerecht zu werden. Fazit: John Acrid, lassen Sie niemanden in dieses Labor. Das ist eine Todesfalle.
This contradicts the newspaper article which stated my dad made a mistake. Everyone in town blamed him for the accident. But they were all wrong. The lab was unsafe. He shouldn't have been working there.
Empfehle sofortige Schließung der Einrichtung, bis neue Gerätschaften angeschafft sind.
October 5th. That was 1 week before.
Her father's accident.
Okay. Fusch.
The dean signed the report.
Someone had circled the signature in red pen.
He must have known that the lab was unsafe, but still let my dad work in there?
Any rational mind could see it. Strong evidence linking her mum to the dean's death.
Tatsächlich ja.
This doesn't prove anything.
Ist es nicht unbedingt...
But it was a clear motive for murder. Revenge.
My mom wouldn't do that.
But who else would see it that way?
There must be an explanation. I just don't know what it is yet.
Jenny did the right thing and left everything as she had found it. Her mother would be proud, but would she be grateful?
Mom's innocent, so she has nothing to hide.
But how would it look if the police found this evidence?
I'll just have to solve the case before they do.
Ich habe viel mehr Angst, dass nicht die Polizei das findet, sondern dass ich, also Jenny, irgendwann mal von irgendjemandem erwischt wird und die dann diese Beweise haben, weil Jenny sie hatte. Davor habe ich persönlich Angst. Von daher lasse ich die hier liegen. Ich meine, das ist schon beim letzten Mal schief gelaufen, als ich hier diese Karte vor allem mit dabei hatte, nicht wahr? Oh.
Aha! The missing fuse.
Ich habe eine Sicherung gesucht. Okay. Gut zu wissen. Warum hat er das eine Buch doppelt? Ich will gerne da oben rankommen, aber da komme ich nicht ran.
And then there was light.
Jenny would need to work quickly to remain undetected.
Who knows when they'll come back. Now, where's the most likely place to find a makeshift detective kit?
Warum kann ich da oben nicht drauf? Ah!
The week after Jenny's father died, her mom boxed up his things and tucked them away in the basement. Jenny had argued with her.
It was like she was trying to erase him.
But seeing them now, being reminded of him, Jenny understood.
I don't think Mom would have put her CSI equipment in any of these boxes.
Das nicht, aber das Licht.
A shaft of light peeked through the boxes.
There's more stuff back there. I just need a way through.
Ich kann die Kiste benutzen. Ja. Jetzt komme ich da oben ran. Haha. Okay. Und jetzt gucken wir uns dieses seltsame Loch an. Als wenn hier einfach noch ein versteckter Keller ist.
Jenny's instincts had been correct. Dozens of boxes lined the back wall of the basement.
There's probably something useful here, but it'll take forever to search through them all.
Wunderbar. Küche, Garten, Bücher, Kleidung, Spurensicherung.
CSI supplies. That must be Mom's old gear.
Und das klingt doch sehr gut. Meiner. Eine
Not as good
Taschenlampe.
as mine, but at least it works. More or less.
Okay, neue Batterien.
My key to the city. An old set of lockpicks.
Tucked away at the bottom of the box, something colorful caught Jenny's eye. She pulled it carefully from the container and unfolded it.
This must be Mom's old jacket.
It smelled of formaldehyde and fingerprint powder.
From her CSI days.
And so, she tried it on.
Oh, jetzt sieht sie aus wie auf dem Cover von dem
Looks
Spiel.
like a glove.
A giant oversized glove.
And it smells like Mom.
Her mother had never felt so close, and yet so far away.
I won't let them take you away from me too.
Jenny's search was complete.
It's not the world's best detective kit, but it'll do.
For the first time in her life, she felt like a real detective. She had a serious crime to solve.
And a seriously sharp outfit to match. Somebody else is here.
Du bist ja wieder Wärter.
That was no cop. What was he doing in my house? I should follow him.
Was Jenny ready to follow the mysterious man in black?
Ja, aber natürlich.
The man in black. Who was he? Where was he going? There was only one way to find out.
In der Tat.
Where are you headed, creepy man in black?
Jenny couldn't simply chase the mysterious figure.
He's bound to notice me if I follow too closely. I need to get out of his line of sight. That's my way up. If only Keith was here to pull a ladder down. I'll just have to get it down the old-fashioned way.
Ach so. Was haben wir hier? Ein Kürbis! Der Kürbis erinnert mich übrigens an etwas, was ich letztens gesehen habe. Bei den Optionen gibt es Kostüme. Gibt es ein Halloween-Kostüm. Keine Ahnung, warum es das gibt. Aber das gibt es. Hier bleiben wir aber mal normal und kein Zombie, weil Halloween ist vorbei. Ach so, ich muss hier runter. Runter, 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 runter. Rüber. Knochen brechen. Hier rüber. Mysteriöser Mann, wo gehst du hin?
There he is.
Okay.
The bridge should slow him down a bit. Huh? How did he do that?
Warum hast du weggeguckt? Das will ich ja auch wissen. Hä? Wie? Willst du mir sagen, der Typ kann rüberspringen oder? Oder an der Sache mit der Zeitreise. Es gibt irgendwas mit Zeitreise? Wo die Brücke noch ganz war? Keine Ahnung. Jetzt ist der Arsch weit weg.
Black had taken the higher path towards the almost done bridge.
That's a dead end. Why is he going up there? There's nowhere to hide on the bridge. I'll go underneath and spy on him from there.
Ich schätze, bei der fast fertig Brücke, da ist irgendwas. Die ist wahrscheinlich nicht nur fast fertig. Kräh, kräh, kräh. Schneller! Wir brauchen nicht warten, wir gehen aber los.
Jenny couldn't just walk onto the bridge and blow her cover. No, she'd keep her distance and see what the man in black would reveal when he didn't know he was being watched. The man in black neared the edge of the unfinished bridge. His methodical movements unnerved Jenny.
I need to get a better look at him. I'll climb the outside of the bridge and snoop on him from there.
The plan was daring but reckless.
I have no choice. He's my only lead.
And so, undaunted by the dangers that lay ahead, Jenny LeClue, wearing her mother's jacket, advanced towards the bridge. Yesterday a child, today a courageous adventurer.
Ah, natürlich. Aber ist das Boot nicht zu laut?
Easy does it. I don't want him to hear me coming.
Ah. Ich bin die ganze Zeit immer überlegen, ob der schwarz gekleidete Mann jemand sein könnte, den wir nicht kennen. Bis jetzt habe ich gedacht, eventuell ist der schwarz gekleidete Mann, vielleicht ist das hier Strawberry? Weil ich meine, der ist jetzt tot, also fällt der hier so ein bisschen weg, ne? Wenn es ein Charakter ist, den wir nicht kennen, okay, was soll's?
Jenny glanced down for the first time and immediately wished she hadn't. She clung tightly to the stone wall. The ledge beneath her feet was narrow, barely wide enough to stand on. One false move and...
Focus, Jenny. Perfect pitch! The hallmark of a serial killer. Maybe I can get a closer look. There you are.
Überaus gruselig. Man mag lange Waldspaziergänge und Kinderbücher.
The brim of his hat concealed his face in shadow. The man in black remained an enigma.
Could be 3 kids in a raincoat for all I know. He's waiting for?
Yes. No. Yes. No.
Wow, this guy's a real chatterbox.
Yes. It's all there. Clear as day.
Who is he talking to?
No, it wasn't there. Yes, the whole house. She must have it,
What was he looking for?
of course. Where? Hold on.
What's he doing now? Where did he go? A super secret spy stash? I can't hear what he's saying.
Yes, I'll take care of her. Tonight. They change shifts at 4. Yes, it's all here.
I have to see what's on that paper.
Yes, the biggest cross. I know.
He's destroying evidence. I have to get down there before it's lost for good.
She was only distracted for a moment, but a moment was enough.
Damn, how does he do that?
Er ist talentiert. Was haben wir denn hier? Okay, das gehört dahin, das kommt so rum und dahin, das kommt da unten hin, das kommt dann dahin, das kommt dann da rein, das kommt dann da unten hin, genau, das haben wir denn da? Das kommt dahin, das ist da oben. Und das.
Jenny held the soggy paper delicately. She hadn't recovered all the pieces, but enough to discern the message.
Beyond the fallen angel, through the crumbling arches, past the wooden gates. The entrance is buried there. Look for the biggest cross. Don't forget to pay your respects.
What could it mean?
They're directions to a secret entrance.
But an entrance to what?
Maybe there's more in the back. Mom?
Jenny's heart skipped several beats. She remembered the man in black's words.
I'll take care of her tonight. He's going to...
Jenny couldn't bring herself to say the words.
Mom's in terrible danger.
Thankfully, her mother was safely locked away under the watchful eyes of the police. He'd never get past them.
Nee, bestimmt nicht.
He won't have to. These instructions lead to a secret entrance, a way to get to the jail without being detected.
But where?
The entrance is buried there.
Buried. The word bounced around her brain like a pinball. Where did people bury things?
The graveyard!
Of course. The graveyard was in the same part of town as the jail.
Angels, arches, crosses on graves.
All features of the graveyard.
I have to get there before he does. I have to save my mom.
This was all well and good, but even if she was right, even if she managed to reach her mother before the man in black,
How am I going to break her out?
it was at this moment a rather distressing thought popped into her head, as loath as she was to admit it. Jenny needed help. She reached into her jacket pocket and removed the walkie-talkie Susie had given her.
Und Susie ist Hilfe.
Susie, are you there?
Jenny? Thank goodness. Are you okay?
What is that awful music?
Oh. I'm just rehearsing my dance for...
I regret asking. You said earlier you wanted to...
Yes?
You said you wanted to...
Help? Of course. Anything for you, friend.
Okay, meet me at the graveyard right away.
The graveyard? But it's nearly midnight. What if I get caught?
It's urgent, Susie.
I don't know, Jenny. I don't think I can do it.
Don't you see, Susie? This is your chance to prove yourself. Do you want your whole life to be dictated by your parents?
Well, no, but...
There comes a time when every young woman has to chart her own course.
But does it have to be right now?
My mom's fate hangs in the balance, and I'm the only thing standing between her and death. Which side of history will you be on?
The good side?
Great. Then meet me outside the graveyard as soon as possible.
Okay, I'll be there, Jenny. What should I wear? I'm thinking practical but colorful.
I don't care. Just bring your silent explosives.
What? What do you need explosives for?
I'm gonna break my mom out of jail.
Bin mir nicht sicher.
No, 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 no. I am an artist. I will not be dictated to by some pen pusher in an ivory tower. It's too long, too violent, too dark. These are my characters. So why does it feel like they're rebelling against me? All this fighting, all this drama, and for what? Jenny and Susie should be best friends by now. Maybe it's time to wrap this one up. End on a happy note. Yes, let's fix this nonsense once and for all.
You all right, Rufus? First, I need another drink.
Friedhof Mom retten, zu gefährlich. Arthurtens dunkle Geheimnisse enthüllen. Arthurten sollte voller Freude sein. Super spaßige Überraschung, entlastet Leser. Exotische neue Schauplatz, großartige Idee.
Looks like fate decided for me. This one can't end like the others. They won't publish it. I must write something different, something darker. It's the only chance I have of saving her. I'm sorry, Jenny. You'll see your mum soon. But for now, it's got to be the graveyard.
Ach, hatte ich gerade die Möglichkeit auszuwählen zwischen, die gehen zum Gefängnis und springen sie frei?
Was the man in black the Dean's real killer? Without any evidence, Jenny couldn't be sure. A great detective never made assumptions. The most important thing was getting her mum to safety. And to do that, she'd need to beat the man in black at his own game.
Ja gut, aber das macht sie nicht mehr heute, sondern beim nächsten Mal. Von daher, vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und ciao!